forming up. 25 guys have made it back for Post Classics Racing in race 2. The lights are on and out again, so a great start from the two FCR 1000s. Mark Hatton does a big power wheelie down the front straight. Jean-Louis is in there as well, so here we go. 6-lap journey here for the Post Classics Junior and Senior. So the Junior is Formula 2 bikes of the era, and the Senior, the bigger 1000cc machines, and it looks like it's the FZR 1000 of Mark Hatton going through there. There we got Jean-Louis in second place with the smaller TZ 250 of Brian Ashdown. Good to see that machine back on the track after a little off-track excursion. He's already looking under the brakes into turn 8 high pull, so gets the job done into second place, but Jean-Louis looks to argue back straight away, can't quite do it, so a change for second place. Brian Ashdown up there into second ahead of Jean-Louis. And giving chase to Mark Hatton, who's out in front by a good 12 odd bike lengths as they head out of turn 9. And on the run down into the sweeper, Mark Hatton, Brian Ashdown, Jean-Louis in there with Nigel Lennox and Rick Van Velzen in there as well. John Roper, unfortunately a non-starter in this one, so I'm not sure what's happened to John. But racing here, up the front straight they go, and Mark Hatton, look at that FZR 1000, awesome, fully presented machine, and the iconic red and white Yamaha of the late 80s. So Mark Hatton, the 1976, he leads this one, Brian Ashdown there, so that's 4.3 seconds. We'll watch that gap closely. Jean-Louis a further second back in third place, Rick Van Velzen in fourth place, and Nigel Lennox dropped back to fifth place now, so top 5 all separated by 9 seconds. That's pretty good going here in Post Classics Racing as they start lap 2 and into the up and over already. We go with our race leaders, so out we go. Mark Hatton stretching out that advantage, so this is great stuff from Mark. Jean-Louis there in second place with looks to be a great start now from Rick Van Velzen, who's reeling in Jean-Louis. That's battle for third and fourth, sorry, we see. So Mark out in front, Brian chasing him down. It's definitely snuck that gap in a little bit, so definitely not going to be the 4.3 seconds we saw earlier. So this race is really going to come alive. Still 4 and a bit laps to go as we watch them down into turn 10. Not much separating our whole top 5 here at the moment. Mark Hatton out in front. This one, the man from Hamilton on the 1987 FZR 1000. So great machine. Dominated superbike racing in the late 80s. Absolutely brilliant to watch as he crosses the line. Mark Hatton in 117.2 territory, so that's good going. 118.8 from there on. Here's Brian Ashdown. That's stretched that gap out a little bit, so definitely losing a little bit down the front straight. Brian Ashdown, he's on the smaller TZ 250 and was leading race 1 earlier in the tricky conditions, but just lost it coming out of the up and over. And Mark now all business with Jean-Louis in third, Rick Van Velzen. That's just 0.7 of a second, that gap there, so that's a gap we'll keep an eye on. Jean-Louis coming under big pressure from Rick in third and fourth place. Nigel Lennox there in fifth place on his ZX 400. Brilliant stuff. Brought to you by F1 Engineering, the legendary Steve Bridge and the team in Narrawahia there. F1 Engineering, they do world-class motorcycle work in there. Have a look at them. F1 Engineering bringing you this post-classics action with Mark Hatton, a class of his own at the moment, stretching out that advantage even more as he heads into turn 10, the sweeper down at the northern end of Hampden Downs. We've got 3 laps to go at about half race distance with Mark Hatton climbing up the hill and heading to the start-finish line. Brian Ashdown definitely giving some good chase here at the moment. That TZ 250, a great-looking machine, but just losing a little bit of horsepower down this front straight. Mark Hatton across the line, he's in the 118.04s. Then we go to Brian, who's dipped into the 117s now. So that gap's still over 5 seconds. It just is Mark's race to manage at the moment. So Mark and Brian on the Yamahas out in front. Jean-Louis still holding off Rick Van Velzen, but that is only 0.4 of a second in that gap between third and fourth, and then go back a further 8 seconds. Nigel Lennox on a lonely old ride in fifth position, and unfortunately we talked about John on the ZX10 not making a start to this one, so unfortunate for John Roper, the man from Pew Pew. Hopefully he can get that bike going for the third and final post-classic race later on today. But we go out to the front And it is still Mark Hatton, but look at that, he's definitely clawing that gap in slowly, so we'll keep an eye on this one. Down to about 20 odd bike lengths as they go down in between turn 10 and the finish line. So here we go with Mark Hatton and Brian Ashdown. It's going to be 2 laps to go when they cross the line. Jean-Louis still holding off Rick Van Velzen there in 3rd place, so good ride from Jean on the new bike he's got. And then back to Nigel in 5th place. So here we go, watch the line. We go with Mark Hatton. He's into his 2 laps to go with the 1:17.5. We'll see how Brian can respond. So he goes a 1:17.7, so takes another 0.8 of a second out, but the gap's still at 4.3 seconds with 2 laps to go. Brian is running out of time to make a run for this one, but some good race pace here late in the race of Brian Ashdown. After that bike found itself in the kitty litter coming out of turn 3 earlier this morning. Double duties, of course, for Brian. He's in the intermediate class as well. So some more track time coming up from Brian. They've got one more round of racing after this one. Out of the up and over, around Highpool they go, and Brian definitely not making enough head road into Mark's lead, so Mark heads into turn 9. Definitely a little bit closer, but not close enough to be challenging. They're looking to get the white flag ready and waiting for them when they come around. But they've still got to get turn 10 and up the hill, so Mark Hatton ahead of Brian Ashdown. And then that awesome battle for 3rd with Jean-Louis and Rick Van Velzen on the FZR 1000s. That's 3rd and 4th place. There's nothing between them, less than a second in it. But where is Rick going to find a pass to get through on Jean? It's not into turn 9. It's out of there. Jean-Louis gets a great drive out of turn 9, so they're heading down into the sweeper. We have a look at the timing board with Mark Hatton crossing the line, white flag, 1 to go. He's into the 1:17.7s now as well, so Brian responds with the 1:17.2, taking another half a second out of him. But a 3.8 second lead to nurse around for Mark Hatton at the moment. So this is some great F1 engineering post-classic racing. We've got Jean and Rick. They're having a great little battle. Here we go. We'll have a look at the screen here. Jean-Louis still in 3rd place over Rick. And they're in the 1:21s, but that gap down to 0.5 of a second. Nothing in it as we've got the white flag out. 1 lap to go. Nige Lennox, he comes through on his awesome little ZX 400. He's in 4th place, 5th place, sorry. We go now and find our leaders on the screen. Absolutely brilliant ride from Mark Hatton. He's weathered the storm. Brian Ashdown's climbed right into within about 10 bike lengths, but I think with only turn 10 and the front straight to go, he may have done enough. Then we'll have a look here. They go into turn 10. All he's got to do is get through there neat and tidy. Under brakes, he's looking good through there. Has got a good 10 to 12 bike length advantage and looks like he's going to win the drag race. Up the hill we go, Mark Hatton, the man from Hamilton on the FZR 1000, will cross the line in 1st place and take the race 2 win. Brian there got it down to 1.8 seconds in the end, 1:16.4. That's good going from Brian Ashdown. So some good late race pace from Brian Ashdown, and he'll definitely be a force to be reckoned with come the 3rd and final race later on this afternoon. So that's 1st and 2nd place. Having a look at the battle for 3rd, and Jean-Louis has done enough. So Jean will cross the line in 3rd place. Rick Van Velzen got that down to half a second, but just couldn't find a way to pass Jean, and that's 3rd and 4th. Great riding from those two. That was a full-on 6 laps of dicing for those two. And then we go back to the number 20 of Nigel Lennox in 5th place, the man from Auckland on a ZX 400. So that's all 5 guys with John Roper not starting that one. Done and dusted. So that's another round of racing all dusted here. And coming up next, the Kawasaki Senior 3rd and final race of the day.